welcome to Law Talk. This is the Chicago version tonight. Myself, with Mark Malachowski, are here to talk about the current events, the presidency, and the Department of Justice. Mark, how are we doing tonight?
Well, I'll tell you. There's a whole new scam going on.
And what scam then would that be?
It's a wonderful scam. It's called Holder's Hit Team.
Well, that's a slip of the subconscious on that one, wasn't it, Mark?
That's a Freudian slip if I ever did. Well, okay, Holder's Hit Team.
And who would that be?
Okay, well, the thing is, they did everything that, the re-education part, they audited people, they crushed their business, but that still didn't stop people. People still wanted to vote, people still wanted free speech. They're just pesky, right? So now they're turning the screws, and now what they've got is this anti-terrorism, domestic terrorism squad. It's going to be run by Holder, and it's going to be the DOJ, Department of Justice, the FBI, and the U.S. Attorney. And what they're going to, now these people have guns. And
well, wait a minute, I got a question for that. But these aren't generally the organizations. They're only selected political appointees to the organization.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that would mean that it would actually follow the trend of the current administration. Wouldn't that be what Eric Holder's whole idea here was?
Well, the thing about Eric Holder, the thing about this domestic anti-terrorism is, first of all, they're going to go after people with anti-government animus.
Heaven forbid. Who would that be?
So anybody who criticizes the government, that's anti-government animus.
Would that be Law Talk?
Well, but we figured out a way around it. We've got a loophole for that, okay?
Do we have an inside?
Our mouthpiece has figured out a loophole on that, and we'll tell you about it in a minute. And there's also people who are like racially prejudiced, okay? So this
racially prejudiced.
This hit team's
Are you telling me that still exists in America today?
Well, basically what Holder said is anyone who criticizes him or President Obama is racially prejudiced.
Must be a racist.
No, he said that.
Oh, okay.
So anyone basically who criticizes the president or the attorney general is a bigot. Okay. And they're going to go after them. Now, what's interesting about this hit team is they're not just going to use the regular weapons that police use, like pistols and machine guns and stuff like that. What they're going to do is, because like the war on terror has been won, they're going to take all that artillery they're using overseas, they're going to use it domestically.
Well, what I understand is they're shipping back all the equipment from Afghanistan and Iraq, and then what they're doing is they're putting it on the streets. But this will be a specialty unit. This won't be your average police force. It'll be a force that's directed directly from Eric Holder's office. Isn't that the idea?
So what they're doing is they're taking the force of the military, your article, to like all that force, and they're turning the guns away from other countries where they're protecting the borders, and they're turning it on the civilians.
Wait a minute, it sounds like a violation of the Posse Comitatus Act.
Well, that's just the beginning of it.
Wait, that's the beginning. Well, where's this going?
Okay, well, the thing is, see, Holder has been going after the Little Sisters of Poor, the terrorist organization.
I understand that.
So the federal government's been squishing the Little Sisters of Poor because we got to put the squeeze on them.
I understand
they're trying to move in on the east side. They're trying to move in on the south side.
They're coming in on the south side.
Yeah, the little south.
Well, wait a minute. I thought the National Organization of Women were the one that put the Little Sisters of the Poor on the hit list as the Dirty 100.
Well, yeah, there's a little turf war.
Oh, little turf war.
Who's
actually a little sister or who's not a little sister?
Yeah, who's a little sister and who's a now, and so, but now we're going to have the enforcers come in.
But now we'll have the enforcers.
Well,
I got a question. Is now going to be armed as well? Or is Holder believe that now isn't sufficient to be able to arm with military vehicles and weapons?
Well, they'll just take directions from now. And then they've got Nakula. Remember him?
Nakula.
Nakula was the guy who made the film that caused the Benghazi.
Oh, that's right, the Benghazi attack. And so, the premeditated.
Yeah, so like they can redirect their efforts against that guy. They got to squish that guy. And then the other person, the biggest terrorist in the United States, the biggest threat that the United States has ever faced, right? Dinesh D'Souza.
Hey! Oh, that's America. Heaven forbid.
Oh my gosh.
Well, wait a minute. Let's go back to this for a minute. And now, what's the qualification to be labeled a domestic terrorist?
If you criticize Obama or Holder.
Oh, well, wait a minute. That sounds like a short list.
Yeah, well, that is. But the thing is, we don't want to be on that list. And so what we're going to do from now on, we're not going to ever criticize the president again.
We can't ever.
And we're not going to criticize Holder. Now, Holder, instead of calling him Attorney General, which he really isn't anyway, but we'll just call him Blind Man Holder.
That's not what we call him downtown.
Downtown we call him Blind Man.
You know what we do is we deliver those envelopes to his office. And you know what's funny? He takes them.
No, but we'll call him blind man because he didn't ever see anything about Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious never happened?
No, he's never saw anything about the IRS.
Oh, the IRS, hey,
Oh,
what's that? There's a lot of emails that are missing.
Yeah, and he never saw anything about the VA administration.
Oh, the VA.
Yeah. So, I mean, so we just called him blind man. So blind man holder, okay.
But wait a minute.
And then we got
be on that list now? Are the tanks coming in?
No, we don't want to be on this. So what we're going to do?
Be on that list.
And also, we don't want to call the president anymore.
No.
Because he's not really anyway. He faked the election anyway. He's a phony
We
president.
call him Godfather downtown.
No, we're not going to call him that anymore.
No,
we're going to call
not
him
anymore.
We're going to call him 3-card.
3-card.
Mob boss 3-card.
Okay, mob boss.
And I'm going to explain why.
Why don't you show me this
why
mob boss
I'm
3-card?
Okay, I'm going to tell you why we're going to call him mob boss 3-card.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let me show you how this works.
How does that work?
Okay, well, first of all, no, wait a minute. First of all, when you got 3 cards here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's called 3-card money. Okay.
Okay.
So
and who are those cards?
What's that?
Who's on those cards?
Well, the thing is, when you're doing 3-card money, you got to look at, okay, we got elections, right?
That would be Romney.
Okay, we
That'd
got
be Santorum.
and we got Obama, right?
And that would be the current president, Mr. Obama.
Okay, so when you have an election, right, everyone gets to make a choice, right? So here's Romney, here's Santorum, and here's Obama, right?
Right.
Okay.
So we have a choice there.
Everyone sees, okay, this is Romney. He's basically a rich guy who's for the rich.
Right.
And believes in capitalism and believes free enterprise and believes in elections.
Oh, you mean he believes in the Constitution?
Old-fashioned stuff.
Old-fashioned guy.
Santorum, he's
a religious guy.
Well, he's kind of the same thing, but he believes in, a lot of religious stuff. He's in trouble with the feminists and
I know.
They don't like him.
I think he said that there's no such thing as a difference in male or female. It's just a matter of how you choose to use your body.
And so anyway, he's in trouble in that. And then we got Obama, who's basically a disciple of Saul Alinsky.
He's Saul Alinsky, yeah.
Saul
and of course, he's a
protege.
community organizer, never had a job in his life.
Okay, so so there's your election choice here, okay?
Okay.
So what we do is that we've got Romney here, we got Santorum here, and we got Obama here, right?
Right.
And so what happens? We want to have you want to have a free and fair election,
That's
so
correct.
nobody knows who you vote for, so you know where everyone is here,
Right.
right? Okay. So that's how it works, okay?
So you're going to show me how it works there?
That's how it works, okay?
Well,
I'll show you how it works.
I think what we have to do is we have to start thinking about how does it really work? How do we deliver those envelopes? How big are those envelopes? Does it involve cash, check, or bonds? Maybe a little stock here and there.
Okay, so now let's take a look at this again. So, for example, we've got
I saw those cards.
You saw where they went. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Now we're going to switch them around a little bit.
Okay.
You keep track of who you want.
I know who I want.
You keep track of who you want. Okay, now pick your card there.
I'm going to pick this one.
Okay, pick
I know
this
who
card.
that is. Oh, really?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's not the person I picked.
It didn't work so good. Hey, so look, if you're not happy with the results and you don't want to pay protection to the mob,
right?
Just wait till the next election.
Now, who's the next election?
Now, wait till the next election.
Hey,
okay.
We're talking about that third time.
Let's switch them around.
Let's try it again.
Let's try it again. Okay, try it again.
I'm going to try that one.
Try that one.
That's funny.
Wait a minute.
He can't run for a third term.
Well, it doesn't.
But
No.
you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it at once. Yeah, come on. The people want it. Okay. Well, let's try it again.
The people want it.
Let's try it again. Okay.
Do I get a free cell phone?
No, let's have another election. Try it again.
I'm going to try this one.
This is the IRS run election.
I want the IRS to win
This is the IRS election. Oh,
well, that's funny. It's the same guy.
Well, it's kind of funny.
Are you trying to tell me?
Well, when the IRS runs the election, it's kind of funny.
There's only one person that can win.
Well, wait a minute. That's why we call him 3-card Obama.
Okay. You know what? And
no matter who you vote for,
it always comes up the same guy.
3-card always wins.
Well, that's amazing. I gotta tell you.
Anyway, so that's the way that. So we got the domestic terrorists on the run now, and we're moving right along. And anybody so we no longer want to talk about President Obama because then we've been
we're going to
be in that hit list.
In fact, we can't talk about him anymore, or else we're racist, or we're a homophobe, or every other phobe in the face of the earth that goes along with El Presidente.
Hey, if you can't beat him, join him. Okay, and look.
But we don't beat him.
We don't beat him.
We pay him.
We pay him.
And we pay him good.
Okay, and now if you don't pay, and also they have the thing that they used to call the IRS, right?
Right.
So we're not going to call it the IRS anymore, right?
What are we going to call it?
We're going to call it the Keep Gangsters Bankrolled.
I
right?
like that.
The KGB.
KGB.
So Holder is going to be blind man Holder.
Blind man Holder.
President Obama would be 3-card Obama.
3-card Monty.
No, 3-card Obama.
Oh, that's right.
3-card Obama.
Well, listen, I suggest what we do is we keep this in mind and we move on to our next segment.